brands, they come out with a like a travel booking using crypto, right?
Like
Come on, man. No, I don't want to name them, man, but or whoever. But if you look at it this way, why is there a need to do a good MVP where the MVP is already available, on the open source market? All you need to do is the integration of the app and whichever blockchain you're going to choose, right? And then how would this raise money, right? Or some other guys they came up with like a tracking device, like a Fitbit, health app. You wear the app, you do your activities and you get tokens. Come on, we have seen so many of this, and all these projects technically there's no need to raise too much money. You know why? All this so-called technology are already available off the shelf, open source, and they look really nice, right? And if whatever amount of money you have collected back and you are not focusing on the marketing aspects of things, then where's the money going? So I think we have to start to talk to the right kind of people and the right kind of social groups, to understand more on how a lot of these projects are trying to do things. We have to be educators or keeping the awareness up for a lot of
quality control, quality check. So
yes.
Are the best.
Correct. You got to do a review, right, of the whole project. If you think that this project is not going to work, right, you go through your team of experts, 5, 6 of them. You go through the whole process. You find that this thing doesn't make sense. Then it doesn't make sense, because if you see that it's bullshit, smells like bullshit, it's bullshit, man. You get what I mean? So
well, that's also a problem with us. We're just two guys and we don't have a technical background. So a lot of stuff we have to try out, learn a lot. So
and we invested, I think, maybe a few thousand hours of reading and looking at projects. And in the beginning, we invested in a lot of crappy projects because we liked the logo.
For example.
And then we bought a few tokens and lost but we lost some money because
we didn't make any.
Because we didn't look further. And so in the first year or so, we just lost money because we invested in crappy projects.
Or did the wrong. You slide down the hill to zero. Back full of shit coins.
But it's not that bad because we didn't invest that much money in the beginning, and it learned us that you have to do a good background check. And even when you do it, it's still difficult because of the things you told us. Sometimes it looks really great, even if you look a little bit further. But if it doesn't have a new use case, or it expands a use case that needs blockchain, then it will still die off.
But I think also in the whole scene, one of the things that's holding back adoption is, of course, the technical issues. A lot of people aren't programmers. They don't have a technical background. So they're completely dependent on
the information.
If the information they get is correct or not. So how do you know which projects are really good or aren't good if you don't have a background?
I think there's no way you could really know whether the project is good or not. Let me put this down in a few points that you have mentioned just now. Number one is that whether or not the company itself has any new advancements. Well, this is not exactly the most important thing. Advancements in technology is going to take time, right? So if you look at supply chain, you look at VeChain. They are in the supply chain industry. Are there any new technology advancements? No, you don't really see that. They have good master node and so forth programs that runs fairly well. I do notice that from VeChain. But do they have any new better products that's in the market? My answer